Imagine standing at the edge of failure with no guarantee of success, no safety net, and no one believing in your vision. Now imagine choosing risk anyway. This is the story of a man who refused to accept limits, a man who turned rejection into fuel and failure into momentum. This is the story of Elon Musk and how he built an empire from nothing. Before rockets, before electric cars, before global fame, Elon Musk was a quiet boy growing up in South Africa. He was not the strongest student socially, and he was often bullied by classmates who saw him as different. While others chased popularity, Elon chased knowledge. Books became his escape. Science fiction became his inspiration, and technology became his language. By the age of 12, he had already taught himself programming and created a video game which he sold, proving that curiosity combined with effort could create opportunity. Even at a young age, he was not dreaming about money. He was dreaming about changing the future. Humanity. At 17, Elon made a decision that would define his life. He left South Africa with little money and no powerful connections. He moved first to Canada and later to the United States because he believed innovation lived where bold ideas were welcomed. He worked hard, lived cheaply, and studied physics and economics at the University of Pennsylvania. While many students focused on stable careers, Elon focused on massive global problems. He believed the internet, renewable energy, and space exploration would shape the future, and he wanted to be part of that transformation. In 1995, during the early days of the internet, Elon Musk and his brother started a company called Zip2. They had almost no funding and no clear roadmap. They slept inside their small office, worked day and night, and showered at a public gym. Elon coded endlessly while trying to convince businesses that the internet would soon change everything. Many investors rejected the idea because the online world still felt uncertain. But persistence slowly opened doors, and after years of struggle, the company was sold for hundreds of millions of dollars, turning Elon into a millionaire before the age of 30. Yet instead of celebrating comfort, he searched for the next impossible challenge. With new capital, Elon launched X.com, an online banking company that later became PayPal. At a time when people feared digital transactions, he believed money would eventually move entirely online. Internal conflicts led to him being removed as chief executive officer while he was on his honeymoon, a moment that could have destroyed his confidence, but instead it strengthened his resolve. PayPal eventually sold to eBay for $1.5 billion, giving Elon Musk significant wealth and complete freedom to choose his next path. Most entrepreneurs would protect their fortune. Elon decided to risk everything again. In 2002, Elon Musk founded SpaceX with a goal that sounded unrealistic, making space travel affordable and eventually allowing humans to live on other planets. Experts mocked the idea because private rocket companies had repeatedly failed. The aerospace industry was dominated by massive government contractors, and the cost of failure was enormous. Early launches ended in explosions. Each failure destroyed years of work and millions of dollars. Critics declared the company finished. Investors doubted survival, and by 2008, SpaceX stood only weeks away from collapse. At the same time, Tesla, a small electric car startup, faced its own crisis. Electric vehicles were considered slow, impractical, and unattractive. Traditional automakers ignored the concept. Production challenges, financial pressure, and market skepticism pushed Tesla toward bankruptcy. Elon invested nearly all his remaining money, trying to keep both Tesla and SpaceX alive. He borrowed funds, struggled to pay personal expenses, and faced the possibility of losing everything he had. This was not a moment of confidence. This was a moment of pure commitment where belief mattered more than certainty. Then came the turning point. After 3 failed rocket launches, SpaceX finally succeeded in sending Falcon 1 into orbit, proving that a private company could achieve what many believed impossible. Shortly afterward, NASA awarded SpaceX a massive contract, providing financial stability. Almost simultaneously, Tesla secured emergency investment that saved the company from collapse within weeks. Elon Musk moved from the edge of financial ruin to leading 2 companies that would redefine entire industries. Persistence had transformed near failure into historic breakthrough. From that moment, the empire began expanding. Tesla revolutionized transportation by proving electric cars could be powerful, desirable, and technologically advanced. SpaceX changed aerospace economics by developing reusable rockets, dramatically reducing launch costs. Solar City accelerated adoption of renewable energy systems, while other ventures explored artificial intelligence, brain-computer interfaces, and underground transportation systems. Elon Musk was not building isolated businesses. He was constructing a network of innovations designed to shape the future of civilization itself. His leadership style shocked many observers. He demanded extreme dedication, moved at relentless speed, and challenged employees to rethink problems from first principles rather than tradition. Instead of asking how things were normally done, he asked what physics allowed and what innovation required. Long working hours, aggressive deadlines, and constant experimentation became part of company culture. Critics called his expectations unrealistic. Supporters called them revolutionary. Yet results continued proving that bold execution could outperform cautious planning. The road remained difficult. Tesla faced production crises, public skepticism, and financial volatility. SpaceX experienced technical risks and intense scrutiny. Every achievement came after moments that looked like defeat. But Elon Musk continued pushing forward, driven by a vision larger than profit. His mission focused on accelerating sustainable energy, reducing dependence on fossil fuels, and ensuring humanity could survive beyond Earth. Whether admired or criticized, he consistently pursued goals that extended decades into the future. What makes this journey powerful is not simply intelligence or wealth, but perspective. Elon Musk approached problems by breaking them down to fundamental truths, then rebuilding solutions from the ground up. This method allowed innovation where others saw limitations. He embraced failure as information rather than embarrassment, understanding that progress often requires repeated mistakes. Each setback strengthened strategy, each obstacle refined execution, and each risk expanded possibility. There are lessons hidden inside this story. Start before you feel prepared, because waiting for it. Certainty often means missing opportunity. Treat failure as feedback rather than defeat. Focus on solving meaningful problems instead of chasing short-term rewards. Surround yourself with challenges that force growth, and most importantly, develop endurance, because success rarely belongs to the fastest thinker, but almost always belongs to the last person still standing. Elon Musk did not begin with an empire. He began with questions, doubts, and risks. He faced rejection, criticism, and moments where collapse felt inevitable. Yet vision combined with relentless action transformed uncertainty into achievement. From a bullied child fascinated by science to an entrepreneur reshaping transportation, energy, and space exploration, his journey proves that extraordinary outcomes often begin with ordinary beginnings and impossible belief. Today, rockets land vertically, electric cars dominate global conversations, and private companies compete in industries once controlled only by governments. Realities exist because one person chose courage over comfort and persistence over fear. The empire was not built overnight. It was built through sleepless nights, difficult decisions, and unwavering commitment to a future others could not yet see. The real lesson is simple. Greatness is rarely comfortable, innovation is rarely safe, and history is rarely written by those who wait for approval. It is written by those willing to risk failure in pursuit of progress. Elon Musk built an empire, not because success was guaranteed, but because quitting was never an option. And sometimes the distance between nothing and everything is crossed by one decision: to keep moving forward when the world expects you to stop.